My name is Dr. Julie Swenson. I am the Associate Veterinarian here at Fossil Rim Wildlife Center. So Fossil Rim plays a very unique role in research projects because many of the researchers that are involved in studies looking at some of these species aren't at institutions that house the species themselves. So they have all the technology and all of the support staff to do the actual diagnostics or laboratory sections, but they don't necessarily have the animals, and we do. So we're willing to help with a lot of different types of research projects, but what works the best for us is if it's a research project that can be incorporated into something, especially when anesthesia is involved, something that we're already planning to do. So if we need to look at that animal for a routine exam, while that animal is under anesthesia, we want to get the most information we possibly can, and that includes getting any samples that might be needed for various studies that are ongoing with that species. So if we can incorporate those two things, that saves us from needing to do another anesthetic for that animal. So this study is looking at gastric biopsies and duodenal or intestinal biopsies from the red wolves, and in order to do that non-invasively, in other words without surgery, then we're going to do that using endoscopy. We have the endoscopy equipment here at Fossil Rim. There's a couple of things that are tricky about endoscopy, so we had the opportunity to ask Dr. Erica Pickens to come down. She's an internal medicine specialist up in Dallas, and she has helped us on several other cases as well. So she does endoscopy on a daily basis, more or less, in her practice, so she's very proficient at it, and that helps us to decrease the amount of time that it takes us to do the process for this animal because we have somebody there who's very accustomed to doing this. So the study was actually for an SSP project where they're looking at red wolves because they have a very high incidence in captivity, especially of having inflammatory GI diseases, so similar to inflammatory bowel disease or inflammatory bowel syndrome, that the incidence is so high in the captive population that it's diagnosed later on in life. We wanted to start tracking some of those animals before they were diagnosed with the disease, and then see if we can make changes to decrease the incidence of it occurring as they go along in captivity.